Hey everybody, today I just wanted to share some success. So I think I've finally hit a sweet spot when it comes to taking care of all these hundreds of potted fig trees and even the ones that I've got in the ground here all at once. A few things that I want to touch on that have really helped out, but it's kind of funny because if we're looking at these trees here, they're almost getting to a point where they're at risk of bumping into the shade cloth that I have over them. And they've really, some of them have tripled in size since the growing season started this spring. Most of them have at least doubled, but it's just wild looking at all this growth. I'm going to share three things that have really helped out a lot. So the first one is installing drip irrigation. That's helped the watering be a lot more consistent and also ensuring that every single one of these is getting water, because as you can tell, the foliage is just so dense here that when you're trying to hand water, you can't see where the pots are. So you're just kind of trying to like aim and guess and go in straight lines and, you know, look under to see where you can find the start of a line of pots. But, you know, you're not getting consistent watering that way. So having these drippers going, so I'll pick one up right here and you can see that thing is just dripping away right now. That has helped a bunch. So one, drip irrigation, highly recommend it. I've got like almost 275 going between the in-ground and potted ones. And the DIY system I put together cost me about $400 for everything all in. So really, you know, a relatively small investment for that many pots. But if you're dealing with just like a dozen or so, it's going to cost you a lot less than that to put something together. So drip irrigation has been huge. Another one is temperature regulation. So when I first started getting into figs, I was the person who successfully unalived my plants. And figs are notorious for being tough. But yeah, I had a bit of a brown thumb when it came to trying to deal with them at first. But one of the issues was the pots would overheat and I didn't have adequate protection when it comes to providing them shade. So this right here is 40% shade cloth, and where we are in Texas, when it's a bright sunny day, they're getting 70,000 plus lux, which is kind of in the sweet spot for all the available light that a fig tree is actually going to need in order to grow. So that's been really big. And then the third thing is just feeding them adequately. So for the ones in pots, I'm using a 14-14-14 Osmocote. I apply it once in the spring, and I might give them a second touch up later in the summer. But yeah, if you don't feed your trees that are in pots, they're going to run out of available nutrients.